Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we currently have a few repairs to do, including, I think we get our Atlas online now. So that should be awesome. Let's go ahead and tick forward the few days that will require. We're not going to travel here. Bidding war, huh? We're going to go ahead and trade for C-bills. That's fine. We gain 90,000 C-bills, morale decreased by 5. I actually expected that to go the other way. I expected to pay and gain morale. Well, that'll teach me to not read the event. Fantastic. So we are going to continue to tick forward here. We'll let the Boar's Head finish up. Although, I should probably double check that we don't need any additional repairs. Yeah, we don't. Okay, that's good. So the Boar's Head finishes. Let's go ahead and do our training here.
Standing ready.
Let's see.
Commander?
Anybody?
Yes. Orders? Aye, aye. What's up, boss? Standing by.
Taboo could use a point of piloting. Okay, sure.
Training complete.
And let's go ahead and deploy here. Where are we going to deploy to? Well, let's find out. 523, huh? Although this has a lot of pay. This is just an ambush convoy mission. Fascinating. Unknown number of enemy units. I think we're going to give this one a go. The absolute hardest available. Let's do it. The salvage isn't great on this one, but I think we are best off down the middle. None of these are a free priority salvage in either direction, so we'll just accept that. And we're going to replace the Wolverine with the Atlas. And who are we going to put in the Atlas? Well, that's a good question. None of these guys have affinities for it. We could just put Taboo in there. Wouldn't be very good. We could do it. Oh yeah, this is the kind of awkward loadout. Yeah, that's okay. We'll put Taboo in there. He could use some training anyway. Fantastic. Boar's Head has unused tonnage. How much unused tonnage? Actually, let's go check that. I don't think it's very much. Mech Bay, and I just want to double check. A quarter ton. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll leave that as is. So we will head back out. We've already made all of these decisions, so we can cruise straight on through here. And we drop the Wolverine, we put in Taboo, and we put in the Boar's Head Atlas. Let's go! So this is a 655-ton lance here. Or, well, 2 lances. Our limit overall is going to be 800 tons, which, since we're not using vehicles, means that we could have 8 100-ton mechs. And that's not necessarily the best idea, though. At this point, I'm fairly comfortable with the mechs that we've got. We'll see if that remains the case, but I think that this is reasonable. We've got a couple lighter mechs so that we can get into lighter weight restriction contracts. We've got our big boys, and we've got our kind of middle-of-the-road guys, which I'm calling the 70 or 75 tonners. Yeah, I think of those as middle of the road. I think of mediums as like lights. Excellent. So we need to destroy the supply convoy and escape, with a secondary of destroying the convoy guards. We're tracking a regular Davian logistical convoy through this area and believe the convoy is carrying critical supplies for an unknown number of military units. We'd like you to destroy the convoy and any supplies it might be hauling. We have no information on what defenses the convoy is likely to have, so assume at least 1 lance escorting. If so, there's a bonus in it for you if you eliminate that escort lance. But when I hear unknown number of military units, I get nervous. This could be tough, Commander. Let's see.
Command interface initiated.
Do we have any allies? No, we don't. Okay. We are potentially going to get ambushed. This is the denial zone here. And we can't deploy over this way. So what we can do is we can deploy somewhere over here. Now, these are some pretty awful deployment locations. So we'll just manually deploy these, and we're going to have to move up and hit the road for sure. I think we can probably walk up this, but I'm not going to take any chances, and we'll just deploy something kind of like this. Let's see what we've got.
I've got eyes on the target.
Okay, we've got a rifleman. He managed to get a single shot in there. Wait, what? He just moved twice. This rifleman moved twice. I mean, he's running really hot, but that's weird, right? We're going to keep reserving, though. I'm going to let them move. Yeah, they can waste their ammo if they want. What else do they have? The Avatar moves up. Fires on the Battlemaster, misses everything. We're going to keep reserving here. I want to allow all of them to move. 8 damage into our Battlemaster. Oh no! Anyway. It's just a Vulcan. They're kind of grouping up nicely. Those lasers aren't going to do much. There's still a few that they haven't moved. Their partisan groups up. 20 damage into the Battlemaster. That's fine. And phase 12 and 13 hasn't moved yet. Okay, we'll allow him.
I'll just wait here.
The Rhino moves up. That one does some damage to the Battlemaster. That's fine. Sadly, our AMS didn't hit anything. Carrier moves up. That barely does damage.
Okay, you can cut it out now.
And they're clustered together nicely. So at this point, our Mark II is going to sprint up to here, where we can open fire on any of these. I think that we're probably going to shoot at the Rifleman, is my guess. Yeah, we're going to shoot at the Rifleman here. Look at how clustered together they are. We are going to hopefully hit with stray shots. That's no hits at all. That's very unfortunate.
Waiting for orders.
Our Orion is going to sprint up over to here. And we're going to do the same thing. This is still round 1, so we're not shocked if we have trouble hitting these guys.
Affirmative.
Primary target damage.
Structure exposure on that guy. That's very good. Our Battlemaster is going to position up over here-ish. Actually, here. And we'd kind of like to not expose our right-hand side, but we can just expose full front arc. That'll be fine. And I'd like to continue firing on that Rifleman, actually. And yeah, we will fire the UAC-20.
Firing Alpha.
We did miss the UAC-20s, sadly, but that's okay.
Standing by.
The Boar's Head is going to step up to here, with its goal being to hit the Rifleman with a direct sniper artillery shot. That's the goal here.
Firing on target.
Lots of good splash damage there. I like it. Next up,
Aye, aye.
our Black Knight is going to sprint up over here.
We'll
It's
go.
not exactly the best spot, but it'll do. And realistically, well, there is the HA-20. We'll go ahead and fire this. We'll see what we get. That was a huge HA-20 spread.
Yes, come on.
Not really what we were hoping for there. I was hoping for that to be a little tighter.
No shooting, just running.
We're going to make our way up and probably pot shot the heavy PPCs out this way.
Got it.
Both of those missed, sadly.
How's it going?
The Hector is going to move up as well.
Double time, let's go.
And we're going to... I don't want to fire on this guy, but we are going to fire on this guy. We'll tag first, just in case we manage to hit that. We don't. Okay,
What are your
that's
orders,
fine.
Skipper?
The Salamander can actually get here, which surprises me. And its goal is going to be to hit here with a standard direct arrow 4. We're not going to fire the large X-Pulse.
I got you.
That's a huge amount of splash damage right there. The rifleman moves up. Fires at our Orion. Does a little damage. Unjams one of its rotary AC-5s. Who else moves in phase 22? Okay. That doesn't really matter. And the Vulcan positions there. That's fine. So next is going to be our Black Knight, which is going to sprint in to here.
Roger that.
The Black Knight's goal is probably to hit the Rifleman, I think. Yeah, let's hit the Rifleman here. We're just out of range of our Deadfires, sadly. Good hits on the Rifleman. It is now unsteady. The Partisan moves up. It's now out of the splash zone for our artillery.
Oh, mama can hit harder
So
than
that becomes a direct fire priority target.
Hey,
Our Battlemaster and our Hector are the ones who move. The Battlemaster is going to position here.
advancing.
As I said,
Yes.
a priority target, but with that UAC hit chance, I don't think that's worth firing at. We'll probably fire instead at the Rifleman with the UAC 20. We will take an overheat here, and are we okay with this overheat? Yes, yes we are.
Targeting. We're now for strike.
Okay.
The heat's affecting my performance.
Phase 19, the Enforcer 3. We'll see where it moves. I like that positioning. Okay, sounds good.
I'm okay for now.
Need
Next up, the Hector is going to make its way up over to here,
Hauling in.
with its goal being to fire on that Partisan, I think. We'll just not fire this ERPPC, but otherwise, let's try this. Not a ton of damage into the Partisan, but it is tagged. The Avatar moves over. Interesting. Stray shots the Atlas with the AC-20 there. The Atlas kind of doesn't care, though. And so that's fine.
Yes, Commander.
The Mark II is going to position right up over here.
Roger that.
It can fire down this corridor. I would love to go for the Partisan, and actually, yeah, that's a good option right now. Do it.
Locked on target.
We did expose its structure, and the Partisan has basically no additional armor. They're really hitting that Salamander hard.
Reporting serious armor loss.
They're really focusing the Salamander. Okay. Like, really focusing the Salamander.
Armor.
That's actually a knockdown. Okay. And the Salamander's armor is basically stripped frontally.
How's it going?
Okay, we're going to sprint forward to here.
All right, let's see what this thing can do.
And do they have anything else that moves this round? No, they don't. Okay. So that's fine. We don't need to worry about that. We're going to go for the kill on the Partisan.
Roger that.
That was unfortunate. But it's a pilot ejection, so that's fine.
Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
The Orion is going to step forward largely as a shield for the Salamander.
On it.
There we go. And we're going to fire on, I think, the Rhino. Yeah, do it.
Copy that.
They've got some AMS, looks like, but that's okay.
Generating a lot of heat.
The Boar's Head is going to step forward up over here.
On my way.
And its goal is going to be to fire probably on the Avatar, I'm thinking. That is a big ol' overheat. Okay, we're going to need to not overheat quite that much. We'll drop some of these lasers. Yeah, something more like this.
Locking on.
Okay, that is actually a knockdown on the Rifleman back there. Hilarious.
Next overheating.
And then the Rifleman actually ejected. Okay,
Confirmed.
so the Salamander is going to stand up. And we're going to drop it out of LOS back here.
Back in action.
So the Salamander is, well, we can't quite dip down there. Maybe if we were to Vigilance, but we actually can't. We could expose the left side, which is the more armored side,
I'm there.
like this. And then fire on, say, the Rhino with the standard direct arrow 4s. Do it.
Affirmative.
So there's a lot more damage into them. And that's a knockdown on another mech. Okay. Phase 20.
Good
Our
to go.
awesome is going to step forward.
Roger that.
And let's see here. We could go for the Avatar. Just looking at when they move. The Vulcan is actually the next one to move. I like the idea of this. How's that overheat looking? I think that should be fine.
Roger.
The Vulcan is dead.
Watch
Okay.
my heat.
The Madcap Mark II
Taking damage.
is going to actually remain exactly where it is. It's blocking for the Salamander. I would like it to fire on this Enforcer. Hit odds aren't great. I think we're going to go for the Rhino because of hit odds. We can't really get away with firing our clan ER mediums, but we'll fire the rest. Not the rockets, though.
Target acquired.
That was solid damage into that Rhino. Next up is going to be our Battle Master.
Wow.
Our Battle Master is running pretty
Okay,
hot,
Let's go.
and I think we're still going to... Did we fail our sensor roll? Yes, we did. Okay. We're going to not fire the UAC-20, I think, but otherwise fire on the Rhino.
If you say so.
Mostly just hoping for stray shots there. Phase 18, the Enforcer 3 moves up. Fires on the Battle Master. This is fine.
Damage looks light, Commander.
Unjams its UAC-20. I didn't realize the Enforcer 3 had a UAC-20, but it does. So that is important to know.
On my way.
The Black Knight is going to probably fire directly on that Enforcer 3 then. Yeah, do it. His CT is already quite shredded.
Target confirmed.
And now the rest of his armor is quite shredded. Endosteel destroyed on the Enforcer there, but not a kill just yet. However, with that CT exposed, that makes things much easier for us. So we're going to dip down out of LOS with the Salamander. We're going to switch to indirect mode on the Arrow 4s, and we're going to drop this indirect on the Rhino, which is centrally located. This is a slight overheat alert, but we accept that.
Here we go.
Warning. Enemy
I've got eyes on
reinforcements
hostile
detected.
reinforcements.
My heat gauge
They're
is getting
heading your
pretty high.
Okay, we just spotted some reinforcements over here. However, we did a lot of damage over here. All that's left is the Enforcer, the Avatar, and the Partisan.
Yes, Commander.
The Hector is going to respond to this. Have these guys moved yet? No, they move in phase 27, apparently.
Waiting for
The Hector is still going to respond over here. These hit odds aren't great. We'll give it a go.
Have some of this.
Yeah, we're not shocked by that. The Partisan moves up. Goes for the Awesome, does some decent damage to it, but we're fine.
Now that was a heavy hit.
What's up, boss?
The Orion is also going to engage
Copy that.
these guys back here. We're going to need to sink some heat. So we'll do something kind of like this. We're not expecting much for hit odds here, so that's fine. We do hit something there.
Watch my heat levels.
That's fine. The Boar's Head is actually also going to respawn over here.
Affirmative.
And we're going to fire on the Battle Axe with simply the Sniper Artillery in indirect mode. And otherwise sink heat.
Engaging target.
Not the best of hits there, but it's fine. The Avatar gets up. Fires on the Awesome, but stray shots the Black Knight. Okay. So these guys move in phase 20 and phase 19. That's fine.
Good to go.
The Awesome is going to step forward over here.
On it.
And we're going to hit the Partisan, but we're going to have to not fire this heavy PPC. We will fire our bolt-on eye rocket, though. Light him up.
Firing on target.
Not the greatest hit odds there.
Gauge is redlining.
The Enforcer fires on the Black Knight, and that should probably shut it down, actually. No, not quite. Okay.
Good to go.
The Hector is going to be reserved,
Reserving action.
because I want to wait till after this battle axe moves. There we go. Interesting choice going for the Orion there.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Probably not the one I would have taken. The Manteuffel will move now, and let's see what it does. They've got a lot of rotary autocannons.
Internal
Where's that structure
damage.
exposure on that Orion?
Not
In this
much armor
arm?
left in that location.
Okay.
Standing by.
Good to know. So we're going to need to protect our right side, and so we shall. We'll position like so, and we will fire on the battle axe here. The rotary AC-5 is jammed, so we're just going to fire like this and sink a little heat.
Got it.
There's a bunch of damage to that guy.
Orders.
Our Salamander, at this point, is, I think, best off firing up here with the Arrow 4s. Now, we can only fire the one Arrow 4 due to heat, but that's okay.
Engaging target.
A fantastic hit there. That was really nice. Unfortunately, the Battle Axe didn't build up much stability from that.
I'm here.
The Battle Master is going to close in over here. It is looking for the kill on the Avatar. The Ultra AC-20 is only going to be fired in X1 mode, and we're not going to fire this medium laser Magna so that we can reduce our heat.
Locking in target.
A lot of damage to that Avatar, but it's not down yet. The Mark II is going to step in over here,
Moving out.
and we're going to look to finish off that Avatar. Yeah, this is fine.
I copy.
Not the greatest locations to hit there. We've spread our damage out extremely.
Standing by.
But the Black Knight is going to step forward and do a little crit fishing here. And this should be a kill on the Avatar. There we go. Fantastic. Next up,
Receiving you.
the Hector is going to step up over here.
Roger that.
I'd like to continue focusing on that battle axe. We're going to have to save some heat. That's okay.
Feel the love.
Not a lot of damage to the battle axe, actually. The Partisan moves in. Does some damage to the Awesome. That's fine.
Ready for orders.
At this point, the Boar's Head is going to step up over here, and we're going to keep hitting that battle axe. In Sniper Artillery Direct mode, ideally. And we can do something like this. It'll gain some heat, but that's fine.
Firing on target.
We missed the Sniper Artillery, which was always a pretty decent chance, in all honesty. Phase 21, the Battle Axe moves. Goes for the Salamander, that's rough. Okay. We're fine for now.
My internals are taking a beating.
Yes, they are.
Hey,
Okay, the Battle Master is going to step up to here,
there.
with its
Okay.
mission being eliminate the Enforcer 3. We'll see how that goes. Poorly. Very poorly. We missed everything.
Receiving you.
The Orion is still needing to protect this side.
I copy.
We're going to fire on the Manteuffel, although our hit odds on it are not the best I've ever seen. We'll do something like this. That was some decent damage into it. The Enforcer 3 fires on the Battle Master. Ow.
I don't like how this is going.
Oh, it's fine.
Commander.
The Awesome is going to step on the Partisan here. That's the goal. We're going to go rear arc, kick, and this is fine. Do we want to turn the field inhibitor off? It's a 50-50. Let's give it a go.
Roger.
We do hit the Partisan with the melee attack, and that actually got him to eject. Okay. Do we misfire? We do. Unfortunate.
Pretty damn hot.
The Black Knight is going to walk up here and crit fish for the kill on the Enforcer. This should be a kill. There we go. So all that's left now is the
Find my
reinforcements,
internal.
and we'll see what this guy does to our salamander. That could hurt tremendously. They've been focusing that salamander really hard. It crit the arrow 4, but it's not destroyed.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Okay.
Confirm.
The salamander moves now. Going to position
Order
here.
received.
And let's see here. Hit odds are far better over here. Okay. I'm going to vigilance it as well. Technically, this arrow 4 is more likely to hit, probably because it's not the one that was crit.
I'm on him.
A solid hit there.
What's up, boss?
The Hector is going to advance to here,
Move into position.
and we're going to fire on that battle axe as hard as we can. That's some internal structure damage to him.
My heat sinks can't
Fantastic.
vent fast enough.
The Mark
I'm
II
taking
can
damage.
position here
Acknowledged.
and is going to hit this guy as well, I think. Yep. We're not going to fire the ER mediums for obvious reasons.
Affirmative.
Okay. That's an engine crit there. Oh, this battle axe has very little armor left.
Commander.
Excellent. The boar's head is going to advance to here. Its job is not to eliminate the battle axe, but rather to hit the Mantufel. I kind of want to fire the MRM-30 instead. Let's do something like this.
Confirmed.
Not a great shot with the sniper artillery. The MRM did okay. So these guys move phase 17 and 18. We move the Salamander phase 20,
Yep.
which is right now. Okay, so we want the left side to be the side exposed to them, if at all possible. Like that. And then we want to vigilance the Salamander again. And we're going to go ahead and fire on that battle axe. Go for the kill.
Copy that.
There we go. Battle axe is down.
Good to go.
The Orion is going to step up here and still protect its right-hand side.
Roger.
It's going to go for the firing here anyway. Only 6.5% because of the refire, but... And no sensors. Oof. How would we do with this PPC in heat? I think this is acceptable.
Target acquired.
And there we go. We wiped the Op-4 out. Fantastic. So that was almost entirely armor damage. There were a few internal crits. There was the misfire on the heavy PPC, and there was the Arrow 4 crit. Both of those will require manual repairs, but will not take very long. Honestly, we did take a lot of armor damage, but nothing really internal. So there is that. What do we want from salvage here? What indeed? Rhino parts for scrapping, maybe? What are those worth? 1.5 mil each? Okay, and we get, like, I think 17% of that for scrapping them. That might be the most valuable thing here. ELRMs, huh? Interesting. The bulkier launcher. Yeah. I think we'll leave those and we'll just do this. We're mostly... Wait, this is partisan. I wanted the other Rhino part. There we go. And we got the partisan part. We did get an ELRM. ER medium laser. Sure. A C3 unit. Sure. Cockpit basic that we can get rid of. A double heatsink that's always nice to have around. Standard heatsink cooling. LBX slugs. Okay. And LRM ammo. Sounds good. So in terms of how much it's going to cost to actually repair this, it's gonna be quite a bit. I think there's no real way around that. Probably looking at 180 to 200k C-bills is my guess, somewhere in there. Let's see how that goes. At least, whenever Yang gets around to it. It is time, once we know that, to put a cut in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and let's see what Yang has to say here. That's a little more than I expected, but still ballpark, I expected it to be expensive. We took a lot of armor damage. 46 days for the repairs. Is that accurate? Maybe. It's enough to travel. I think that's for sure. Okay, well that cut's gonna go in here, and I will see you all next time.